course, if Filler comes through to face
yeah, it was a complete domination, that final. Filler proper did a number on Ryukyoi
in the Mosconi Cup. It was 4 years ago in a singles, and Styer actually won. Since then, indeed, that was the match which clinched victory for Europe in the 2022 Mosconi Cup. Filler clinching the winning point there.
Now he's been blessed with an easy opener. As long as he gets on this 3 ball, which he does, just
so Filler falling back in his tactical game to force the opportunity. And it was the sort of chance he just so rarely passes up. Joshua Filler into the lead already at 1-0. It's been fairly straightforward going for him so far. Off we go again, rack 2. A hectic couple of hours ahead to conclude Friday's play in Telford.
trying to kick this in off the 9, I think. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, and the mindset as well. That to be his shot choice.
He wants this to stop because I think he was going to play the hook. Okay, there you go, it went, and he played a wonderful positional shot.
Having done the hard part with that previous shot, Styer simply has to finish the job here.
Surely he's not hooked himself.
Well, one fairly glorious shot early on. And so Tyler Styer levels with Joshua Filler at 1-1.
Breakers we have, actually. There's obviously a group of people who we would put in that regard. And thankfully he doesn't let us down. He draws the cue ball across, back into that stack, and try and come down below the 8. Now he's played the first shot. He's played it well.
Even when the level of opposition stepped up against Jason Shaw, still came through 10-4. Got a bit closer then in the quarters against Wojciech Szewczyk and the semis against Pius Labutis.
Yeah, good kick shot that. Hit it full. If he's going to achieve that. that's what he's played. It's a bit too thin. And he's had a fortunate roll. He doesn't need rolls.
He's using new equipment now, Styer. He's had it for about the last 2 months, and I spoke to him a little earlier today. He reckons he's about 70% through the process of adjusting to it. Said he had plateaued. He's talking in optimistic terms about how things will be once he's fully adjusted to the new equipment. But back at the table in more danger, which was So it was 3 years ago that Filler won this UK Open, beat Francisco Sanchez Ruiz in the final and become World Masters champion shortly before that. Albin Ocean, who had had a great couple of years. But certainly Filler brought a lot of the attention and limelight for himself with those wonderful few weeks in the late spring of 22. There are all sorts of stats you could have in the game. You could go on forever putting them together. If you had a stat for percentage of racks won from ball in hand, Filler would perhaps be the highest of them all. Well, I spoke about a sense of inevitability and resignation as Styer left the table. It's turned out exactly as expected. Joshua Filler goes a rack clear for the first time, the second time in the match. Table 2, he's got a fairly straightforward 8 and 9 to extend his lead to 6-3 over Max Lechner, so pulling away after a close fought start. 1 in the side again for Filler. 3 out of 3 in that department so far.
It feels like you can see enough. Oh, he could. It's not getting any easier though. This is a big shot. Isn't going to crash into it. He's kind of just got to miss it just above it. Oh, he's such a wonderful player, is Filler. He's got every shot in the locker.
Went very close to retaining his UK Open title.
Striking down on the cue ball because that angle was not there. He made that angle. You could hear the tut. That's because he's hit the ball too hard. If he's got a bit of an angle, he might try and force this out, drawing the cue ball. Okay, he's took a longer ball here. That's all he could do. He's done this over the years, to be fair. I'll leave a long 8.
And it's such a great asset to have. And in rack 4, the first breaking run of the match arrives. Filler goes a couple clear for the first time at 3-1. To see the locals chanting the players' names and taking sides and queuing outside to greet the players like rock stars, it was wonderful.
Yeah, no one knew. Maybe it's the pool he needs to focus on.
He's given, he's got to capitalise on it.
Yeah, another safety. Back-to-back safeties from
He was in a matchroom final last year, the World Masters, back in April 2024 in Germany. Led Federgorst 8-6 in the final, trailed 10-8, and
yeah, he's kind of making a real claim to be there every year. You know, it's going to get a little bit tougher, isn't it, now Federgorst plays. He's won points, he's won some big points in the Cup. I firmly believe they've got to go young though. Someone might just fly in that arena, might just be made for it. You never know with pool, do you? Because we're so used to playing drives of 3,000.
yeah, and the thing is, even if it doesn't work, at least you're giving them the experience, and then over the next year or two, they might really come through. You've got to give it a go, really. Even at 27, still an air about Filler that he's really only just getting started. And clinching the winning point. 3 times MVP in total, 1 behind Fion's record.
Good speed control there. It's so easy to towards the 9 and hook yourself. It's absolutely pinpoint this.
So he's going to be a couple clear again. Three of the last 4 racks now have gone the way of John.
Nailed it. What a great shot.
As I said, gave Copenhagen a good contest. Only went down 10-8 to the man who went on to reach the final. But they were the only 2 instances of Styer even making single elimination. Last 16 remains his best in one of these tournaments. Particularly when you bear in mind what we were saying earlier about how important it is to stay in touch with Filler and not let him get out of sight. Probably would have taken that. And that is what he's achieved, not letting Filler get away from him here. Back to only 1 behind. Speaking of breaks, he's had a decent one there.
Can he hold it, or is he going to take a gamble? He's tried to hold it. No, I can't believe that ball went in. It slid in. Might try and cannon the 9 here with the cue ball.
Against Sergio Rivas in Iowa. And having ended that wait, it only took him 9 days to win another one. In Sacramento, So 2 ranking titles in the same month. Golden break does count for that stat, but this obviously a much more authentic break and run if he can do it, and he should now. Three in a row at any stage of this match. Until now, Styer not advanced beyond this last 32 stage of a Matchroom Big Field event since the European Open.
He's digging into this, coming round off 2. Yeah, 1, 2, playing for the 7 in the other. It's all right.
Well, this is set to be the 3rd rack in a row that he's sat out in its entirety. Well, you can't play better than Tyler Styer is. He's potted half a dozen of those in this match now. Oh, and that suggests he fancies the job. Great shot from Styer. 8 or 9, you've got a bit of distance over your opponent. That's what he's threatening to do here.
Yeah, he doesn't care who he plays. So far so good, he's been really impressive. It's not like Phil's been off his game a touch. Phil's played well as well. Because he moved the 9 ball over the middle, this is easy.
Well, how often do we see Joshua Filler out on the main table, leading a match, looking good, and then suddenly losing 5 racks in a row?
Yeah, I suppose on reflection he did draw the cue ball. I know it missed a lot of balls, but someone like Tyler will probably be sitting there knowing that he just overpowered the draw shot there.
The match of the tournament.
Yeah, we know Phil actually relishes these moments. He doesn't give in, he looks at it as a challenge. Almost like, okay, the game's done this to me. I'll show you what I can do.
Well, just because something has all the appearance of a classic turning point, it doesn't mean it will turn out to be. But that scratch from the break by Tyler Styer is something we could be looking back on as a really pivotal juncture in this contest.
Just so good. He's just so good. He wants this to bounce off the rail. Looks like he's spinning it in. Even that shot, Michael. I can't stress how well he's played that.
Both playing to to an exceptionally high standard, very high percentage in all departments. He had one break and run in this match. That was in the rack that put him 3-1 in front.
You know what? He didn't hit that how he wanted.
What a great match this is turning into.
Yeah.
That's
share of opportunities. I know Styer's had a golden, but there's still time for this man to have one.
with 5 and a bit racks potentially still to come. I think we're already sensing this is the match of the tournament so far.
I can't really recall any player doing something.
Well, we can think of Aloysius and Robbie going to the pub with you for that feature we saw earlier. Does that count?
I'm still full from that.
Well, these two have well and truly served up a treat. Yeah, he just backs himself in every way, doesn't he? And sometimes people characterise that as arrogance, but it's not. It's just knowing how good you are.
That needs to go. It's landed a little short here.
Talk about coming up with the goods when you really need to. He'd lost 5 in a row. The match was slipping away from him. But now, for the first time in this contest...
Yeah, there's only this match and Jason Shaw's match. Jason's had a pretty healthy lead throughout the whole of that match, but... Hoi champ. Making sure he gets this shot right. Yeah, he's not happy with that. Yeah, he can just drop it in though. Cue ball's going up naturally.
Yeah, much less challenging than the previous shot, and ooh, hang on.
Wow, Joshua Filler.
Well, he was okay. He could sneak past the 9. Heart and mouth for just a moment. So having lost 5 in a row, Filler has hit back by winning the next. Pius Labutus is to our left here, smiling away after getting through to the weekend again. Another impressive moment from Tyler Styer, and he knew straight away . This has been so good, so enjoyable. It's one of those matches you just don't want to end. But it's going to end soon, and it may well end in victory for Tyler Styer. Really needed to win this 16th rack. And he has, and in a moment, he'll be breaking.
9 ball, or the 8. Well, he could miss it. He's played really well in this match as Tyler, has to be said.
Really not stretching things at all to say if he can win this match, it could be a turning point in his entire career. He could be no longer the guy who keeps falling just short in the big matches and who's there at the business end of the big tournaments. All of that is potentially there for the taking for him. Styer has put in. And having fallen behind at 8-7, he's won 2 in a row.
Well, at first glance, he's going to have a look. He has got a look. He has a chance. See, he's aiming low on the cue ball. Oh. He wants to land above the 6, really, which he has. From that angle, the 7 looks tight in the side. He may play it in the top. Yeah, he is going to, I think. Well, it's up to him. He's behind the shot. It's so difficult for us to see how.
The main table in a big event.
Come on, baby.
And he knows now the job's as good as done. That just underlines the determination of Tyler Styer. He so wants success. What a way to finish it off. Going behind his back to deposit the winning 9. He was 4-2 down, he won 5 in a